Okay, this is YouTube video number 2, and I'm about to start building the plane, putting the kit together. Um, this is a picture of a wooden stretcher that we made to lift the large sheets of aluminum that cover the wings and the side of the airplane, because they're quite fragile when they're not connected to the plane. Here's a look at some wing ribs and a wing spar, a rear wing spar for the right wing. I'm just laying them out, getting them ready to start riveting together and pre-treating them with an anti-corrosion chemical, which is actually black. And here you can actually see the anti-corrosion chemical that has been applied to both surfaces of some metal just before I'm going to rivet and join them together. And that keeps moisture from creeping in between the two metal surfaces and causing corrosion over the long term. Here's a couple of pieces of metal now on a wing spar. After I've joined them together using these devices called the clecos, which are temporary rivets, and you can see there's 3 permanent pop rivets in place there right now, and you use these temporary rivets to make sure everything's going to fit, and then you start applying the permanent pop rivets, and that way you're just kind of reassured it's going to work. This is a few pictures of the main wing spar and the actual ribs that get riveted to it, and the skins of the wings are going to eventually wrap around these wing ribs. Now this picture here is particularly interesting. It's where the wing strut connects to the wing spar. It's like that little support that you see underneath the wing when you look at an airplane, a smaller airplane. It's kind of an interesting point because a few years ago there was an accident involving a failure of this part, and this next picture now, if you look at it closely, it shows where it broke off, and the owner of the airplane actually got killed when one of the wings just literally detached and broke off the plane, and he lost his life. So something I'm paying a little bit of extra attention to. The one that's on my plane is a little stronger than the one that you see here in this photo. Here I am just making sure that the wing ribs are perfectly square so that when I wrap the aluminum sheets around the wing before riveting, that there's a proper contact with the wing ribs, that there's no gaps and no places for moisture to creep in, and no buckles or dimples in the wing when it's finished. And just a few more pictures of the progress as it's going along. A picture of my mother pointing out all of the parts on a shelf here with all the dozens and dozens of bundles and labels so you can find these parts as you're building the plane. Another picture of my mother here just looking at the plane. What else have I got here? Oh yeah, some more parts being glicoed on. This is some of the aileron attachment here with the temporarily being held in place. What else? I've got some more parts that I'm chemically treating with some rust corrosion prevention. This is the Coleman camping fuel that I was telling you about that you use to clean the aluminum with before you apply the rust inhibitor. That rust inhibitor's got to go all over the place. It's quite time consuming actually. And here's a picture of Adrian posing as Vanna White, just to show the wing as it's starting to come together. It's starting to look more and more like a wing now, and it's quite encouraging. It's fitting together quite well. There's always a few issues that come up. You can see all the clecos there holding it in place, the sheet metal, large pieces of sheet metal. Yeah, here's oh yeah, some of the rivet holes in the sheet metal had to be deburred. I thought they were deburred, but they weren't, and so that had to be done, and that was quite critical as well. Otherwise, the rivets won't be that safe and secure down the road. So yeah, it's coming together quite nicely. And then next few pictures here, it just kind of shows some of the problems I've been having. I think it's this picture now coming up. It shows an elongated rivet hole, which is could be a problem. But from when I looked into it further, it seems like it'll just be fine. But if the holes are elongated like this one, um, it could become an issue where the rivet won't be able to hold the sheet metal in place well enough in a secure, to be safetied and pass its inspection. But I'm told this is okay where it is and what's going on, so I got to continue on. But it's something that can be quite worrisome. So, but anyway, so far so good. Everything's going together well and satisfactory. And since I've been having so much fun building this plane, I'm already starting to think about building another one, even though I haven't finished this one. This is a picture of a Cassutt Racer, very fast single seater airplane used in racing, and it just looks like it would be a lot of fun to build and fly. So this might be something that I might seriously consider down the road, um, just for fun and no real practical purpose. As you can see, there's no baggage capability. You can only fly by yourself, and but it does go awfully fast, and it's very cheap on fuel. So um, that'd be kind of neat. Something I'm just thinking about. And that's it for video number 2. Stay tuned for video number 3.